They were living together, obviously, and she walks around the house half naked.
I never walk around the house half naked.
I've had to tell her to put clothes on when she was 14 years old, and I went to the trailer to visit him, and she was running from one end to the other with a towel on, and I said, there's a room full of men out there, little girl, you get some clothes on. No, there's been 3 other men that I know of, and I haven't been around her for 2.
Because she was drunk when she showed up to the delivery room.
That's a lie.
Ms. Marsh, you claim your ex, Mr. Belding, and his mother have made false accusations about the paternity of your 3-year-old daughter, Jordan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Belding, you're here with your mother. You claim little Jordan's biological father may be your own father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whoa. So you've also petitioned the court for a lie detector test for Ms. Marsh to determine the extent of her relationship with your dad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Belding's father will also be joining us to respond to that accusation in just a few moments. So, Mr. Belding.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your own father.
Yes,
Please
Your Honor.
explain.
We were living in Georgia, then he moved back to Indiana and got a room, or he shared a room with Amber.
He had nowhere to go, so I took him in.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but his sister lives there. He has numerous friends in Indiana.
His sister would not
I
live
live there. He works. He could have lived other places than with her. He's lived with her off and on for the past 3 years.
It was
Really? Yes.
Excuse me, Your Honor, it was with me and my mom, as a matter of fact, and he slept in a totally different room. It was 3-bedroom house. We
That
never
was the
slept in
first
same
house.
room.
Yeah.
And
There's
we've
been
always had
several.
more than 3 rooms.
Okay, but I have to ask, Ms. Marsh, out of all the places you could live,
He had nowhere to go. Literally, I asked his sister, and his sister said, no, I'm not going to let
So,
a
Mr.
man I
Belding.
call my dad stay on the streets.
what other reason do you have to believe that Ms. Marsh was possibly sleeping with your father, or you're not the biological father of her child?
Just when I moved back to Indiana, there was a bunch of my friends that had said she had slept with them after she had slept with me.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Excuse
No,
me
that's
too,
not
Your
it.
Honor. She's
That's
already
not
had
it.
one man tested before Zach.
I didn't have him tested. He had her tested. I told him not
Because
to do
she told us that it was a
I still have-
possibility to begin
I have
with.
all the proof of that. I know who the father of my daughter is, and it is this man right here.
But she thinks Zach's the dad, but he can't do nothing with her. He's not allowed.
And yes, she did let me in one time to see Jordan.
3
But any
times.
other times, she slammed the door in my face.
Except for the night you spent the night and you had sex with her, which was just 2 months ago,
Yeah.
Your
We
Honor.
didn't have sex. Your
So
friend
for
was
them
in
to
the
be
same
together
bed, Your
for a
Honor.
year, she must be sleeping around, is all I've got to say.
No, he
All
came over with his friend.
Why
He was
do
drunk.
you doubt that your son is her child's father when you know your son was in a relationship
Yes,
with
ma'am.
her? Why do you have so many doubts?
She gave us the doubt because she told us very plainly she came back to Indiana to give birth to Jordan. She had
Excuse me,
another
Your Honor, I
man.
never said that.
Can I finish?
never
She had
said
another man there while the baby was being delivered.
there
That was
was
her
no one
fiance at the time.
There was no one else in the room except for my mother.
And her
of course,
boyfriend, fiance
I'm
at the
sorry that
time.
your
Was
your
there a
son
man
didn't
at the
show up.
hospital, Ms. Marsh, that claimed to be your fiance when you were having the baby?
No, he
She's
did
lying.
not claim to be
That's
my
perjury.
fiance at all. I would never, ever get with that man.
She already
He's been a
said he's
childhood
going to be
friend
the
for
dad.
years
I'm going to sign the birth certificate. We were all there when it happened.
because he was around for 9.5 months.
No, there's been 3 other men that I know
There's
of,
been
and
no
I haven't
men.
been around her for 2 years.
There's been no.
If she thinks I'm the father, why did she have another man sign the birth certificate?
Excuse me, ma'am. I have the birth certificate. I have the birth certificate right here. Birth certificate's right here, and there is no other man on
Okay,
this
can I
birth
say it's
certificate.
because she lies to us all the time?
Jerome,
We don't
let
know
me
what
see
to
that
believe.
birth certificate.
There's no other
Okay,
man
because
on
she's
this
such a
birth
liar.
certificate.
While I'm looking at this birth certificate,
Yes, ma'am.
you all got to make me understand this. Now, you all met in high school
14 years old.
at 14.
Yes.
So you all were in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, not
Yes.
really.
Off and on.
So it was off and on for
Just a
years.
sexual thing.
But during this time you were together, that's when you got pregnant.
Yes.
No.
It was after I had moved to Georgia to live with him and his dad to
And
join
now-
the military.
That was totally a surprise too. I didn't know she was coming.
Her dad, his
My
dad did
had
that.
called her down.
Zachary didn't want nothing to do with her. His dad sent
It's
for her
funny
down
because
there.
I still have messages on my mom's phone from him saying, "Baby, I can't wait till you get here."
You got those?
So now,
evidence?
Mr. Belding, that's another reason why you think your father
He had her come
was
down there.
possibly sleeping with her too, because he's the one that decided to have her come down.
Yes.
Your Honor,
And then,
that's not
he
right.
left Zachary in Georgia by himself, came up here and moved in with her and just left Zach.
Because he had nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
I'm not the kind of woman to let a man stay on the streets. We just gave a homeless man a sandwich not even a day ago.
Mr. Belding, another man in your mind signed the birth certificate. I have it right here. Let me
Yeah,
see.
this is what I was told. I didn't see no picture.
Because he believes everything his
certificate.
mommy says, because he's a mommy's boy.
No, there's no person listed as father on the birth
That's
certificate.
because she lies to us about everything. But there was a man.
No,
Who introduced you to him?
well,
She did?
She's hallucinating because she was drunk when she showed up to the delivery room.
That's a lie. Your Honor, that's not what happened.
Yes,
that's
that is
a
what
total lie.
happened.
Mr. Belding, you
I
don't
didn't-
think you're Jordan's biological father, and you really think your dad is.
I wouldn't think my dad would do something like that. But if he was drunk, and they were living together, obviously, and she walks around the house half naked.
I never walk
And my
around
dad-
the house half
I've
naked. Ask this
had
man.
to tell her to put clothes on when she was 14 years old, and I went to the trailer to visit him, and she was running from one end to the other with a
No.
towel on, and I said, there's a room full of men out there, little girl, you get some clothes on.
Father ever say anything to you about them having a relationship?
Oh, he's told me they've slept in the bed together multiple times.
Hold on. So, Ms. Marsh,
Multiple times.
you said it was different rooms in your testimony earlier.
Yes. In my 3-bedroom apartment, it was different rooms. And then when we lived at my mom's, I worked third shift and he worked first. We slept in the same bed, but not together.
See, now
Not
see who's
together.
lying, see how the story
So wait
changes?
a minute. So wait. Your
Our story isn't changing like hers.
Your story
Honor.
is changing a bit.
At first, we slept in different rooms.
But
And
do
then
you
when we
think
moved,
it's
we didn't.
appropriate for you to be sharing a bed on any level?
Well, we don't sleep in the same room
Amen.
at the same But we didn't sleep
Right,
in the
Your
same room
Honor,
at the
she
same time.
lied.
Why would I have sex with somebody I call my dad?
This is a lot to take in. I'm still not processing that you are sharing a bed with Mr. Belding's father on any level, but you know what? I'm ready to talk to your father.
Hello, how are you?
We are here trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Did you ever share a bed with Ms. Marsh?
Kind of. I mean, the schedules between her mother's schedule, my schedule, and Amber's schedule, there was always someone there to take care of the baby.
So, how do you feel your son is accusing you of being the father of Ms. Marsh's daughter?
It's a little frustrating. I feel kind of demeaned by it, and I have never, ever laid a finger on Amber Marsh.
Thank you. That is my dad. That is gross. Granted, he's a very handsome man for being 47
Well,
years old.
sir, your son, he's concerned that you're the person that invited her to live with you. When you guys went to live in another state, he says you arranged for her to come with you guys. Is that true?
No.
He's lying.
My grandma paid for me to go there because she knew how much Zach meant to me. Now he means nothing. When you stay out of a daughter's life for 3 years, you only come over 3 times, and then one time you do
That's
come
a lie,
over.
too.
That's a
you were
lie
drunk.
too, Your Honor. She dropped her off to me 3 times. The baby didn't even know me, and she just
But
dropped
that's not
her
my
off to
fault. You
Your
never
Honor.
call or ask about her.
Oh, really? I thought you just said I harassed you so much you had
You
to move,
do
but now
harass
I don't.
me.
Miss Marsh, I want to hear about who's helping you with Jordan. He's 3 years old. You're claiming he has come by 3 times.
Yes.
How have you been doing
This man right here.
Is this your witness?
And my mom.
Please stand, sir. Step to the podium. Your name is?
Tyson Hall,
And you are Ms. Marsh's
boyfriend.
and you've been helping her raise Jordan
Every day.
every day.
Every single day.
Good job.
I'm daddy.
How long has he been with her,
2
Your
weeks,
Honor?
3 weeks.
Because
No.
Zach just had sex with her over less than 60 days ago.
That's
Spent
a
the
lie.
night with her
That's a lie, baby,
and
and
everything.
I'm trying to understand. So, Ms. Marsh, you're saying Mr. Hull is your boyfriend now?
Yes, ma'am.
And you did not cheat with Mr. Belding
No.
less than 60 days ago?
No. No, Your Honor.
That's a lie.
We never had sex. His
I
best
get-
friend
I
was in
get-
the same bed.
You were in the bed with him?
Yes. that's
When
right.
was this?
It was way before me and him got together. We
And
were
you two been together how long?
4
4
months.
months.
4
4
months,
months.
he's been a dad to a 3-year-old.
So, Mr. Holt, please
all it
tell me
takes,
about the
man.
relationship you built with
Good
Jordan.
job.
It's just an everyday thing. I mean,